Robots stepping into our shoes, teaching children, caring for the elderly, even acting as companions. Now, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's deployment. The question is not whether machines can mimic empathy, but whether that's what we want for ourselves.
For centuries, we've defined ourselves by what we do. An artist, a chef, a surgeon, a teacher, these were our domains, our unique skills. But it looks like all this is about to change. Maybe not now, but probably might in the future. And who's to be blamed for this? Well, it's robots. Robots are no longer restricted to assembly lines. They are stepping into the kitchen, onto a musical stage, and even inside a labor room. They may not be masters yet, but they are learning fast. In a scene straight out of the Hollywood movie The Matrix, scientists in China are reportedly developing the world's first gestation robot that could potentially carry a fetus to term and give birth to a baby. The humanoid robot would reportedly have an artificial womb filled with artificial amniotic fluid, providing the fetus with everything it needs, such as essential nutrients and oxygen. It will also help regulate the optimum temperature inside the womb, simulating a natural pregnancy. Being developed by Kaiwa Technology, a Guangzhou-based tech company. A pregnant robot prototype is expected to hit the market next year and will reportedly cost $14,000. Meet Captcha, an AI-powered robot teacher from Germany.
My name is Captcha, and my appearance, as for what I look like, I have a human face and an organic-shaped plastic body with metal parts inside. I'm here to share my thoughts and experiences in AI and robotics with you.
Captcha holds a view that learning should not be confined to textbooks alone. It believes that students learn best by regularly engaging in discussion. But can robots replace teachers? Not so fast. Students say Captcha is great at facts but lacks the warmth of human educators.
Very exciting to be assessed by an artificial intelligence after the discussion. There was a bit of a lack of personal contact, but the arguments were all very solid.
Experiments like these give a glimpse into what the future of education could look like in the days to come. Now, standing tall at just 3.6 feet, a humanoid robot named Abby is giving the elderly people what they need the most: love and care. With a vibrant purple, pink, and orange exterior and an empathetic, childlike personality, Abby is helping combat loneliness among elderly residents in Australian aged care facilities.
Or do you just appreciate a bit of razzle-dazzle in your day?
Developed by Melbourne-based startup Andromeda Robotics, Abby can recognize faces, recall past interactions, and converse in 90 languages. Abby can also sing, dance, and perform activities like Tai Chi.
In aged care alone, there's 4 out of 10 people who will just never receive a visitor from friends or family ever. So 4 out of 10 people residing in aged care will spend day after day in the same 4 walls until they pass away. And so for us, like with the feedback that we've heard is that Abby's she is not just what she can do, it's the fact that she is the most consistent visitor that most people have at that later stage of life. And so a lot of moments that they would be spending alone, feeling quite sad or miserable by themselves is now replaced with a really delightful interaction with Abby that really means the world to them.
Abby also has a unique party trick up her sleeve. She can blow bubbles from one of its arms.
I think the reason we gave Abby bubbles is because it's so indicative of like who she is. Like she's an incredibly like complex piece of technology, but she's also just very creative and playful and fun.
Abby is all set to welcome its new cousin robot, Gabi, short for Genesis Abby, this September. In Scotland's capital, robots are taking on a life-changing role in the field of medical rehabilitation. At the National Robotarium, a new breed of robotic coaches is helping stroke survivors regain their independence through targeted physical therapy. These robots, known as NAO, are small, friendly-looking machines designed to aid in upper limb rehabilitation. Lightweight and easy to maintain, they interact with patients in a way that is both motivating and non-intimidating. But how do these robots help? Well, a brain-computer interface, or BCI, is attached to the patient that detects their brain activity as they attempt to move. The BCI translates these signals into commands which are sent to the robot. The robot then mimics the intended movement, lifting its arm in sync with the patient to create a sense of shared exercise.
What we've found is once the patient realizes that they are in fact controlling the robot, it gives them a sense of control, but it also gives them a sense that the robot is exercising along with them. As if you were exercising with a partner, you see they start to move, you start to move in conjunction with them.
With around 80% of acute stroke survivors struggling with arm movement, these robots offer a new way to tackle rehabilitation, a way that's more engaging than traditional methods. In the mood for some coffee? Well, why not get a robot to brew you one? This is Barista, a robot that's not only an expert coffee maker but also has the smarts to recognize objects and navigate its surroundings. Although the robot is not as fast as a human barista at the moment, the company says it is working on a model that will be faster and be able to work longer hours than human baristas. When you think of a concert, you probably picture a human band. But at the recently concluded World Humanoid Robot Games in China, a live robot band stole the show, captivating the crowd with its incredible music. This 5-robot ensemble, complete with keyboardist, a lead guitarist, a drummer, and a rhythm and bass guitarist, didn't need sheet music. Instead, thanks to their shared computing brain and AI, the band was able to analyze notes and perform music in real time.
我们的2个吉他手和贝斯手目前是采用这种全品格覆盖的气缸去按压实现和弦弹奏的。那么2个稍微有一些拟人化去演奏的键盘手和鼓手，他们也是相对于正常的人类呢是多一些手指跟手臂的。那么未来呢，我们希望加大这种单手臂、拟人化手臂的一个开发，实现这种快速的互动以及快速的一个按压，加入了这种 AI 对话的一个功能，加入到每个机器人。那么我们就可以跟每个机器人去进行一个语音的交互。
They are not the only musical robots making headlines. In 2024, a cello robot made history when it performed alongside a symphony orchestra, a feat believed to be the first of its kind.
The robot arms has another anatomic structure than the human body and the human hands, which of course, make me look at the cello in another way. Because suddenly there are like a lot of ways to play the cellos that I didn't think about before, because the preconditions of the human anatomy. So suddenly the cello has become another instrument for me thanks to this robot.
Currently, this cello robot doesn't use AI, but its creators are exploring ways to make it a key part of future designs.